Well, I walked out of Uncle Keith's paint shop. I noticed our first customer of the day is here and he's already wiping stuff. He wants it to look good in the video. Yeah. Well, there it is. This one is in today for some injectors, some cams, a bit of mapper lapping. It's having a fuel rail, it's having the works. It's a beautiful car and we're going to show you all about it in this video, so stay tuned.
Oh, there we go then.
Well, what a stunning car.
Yes.
Now, you know me, I like modified FN2s, and this one is as modified as they're coming, I would imagine. It's got such a look about it. It's got lovely carbon fibre on it, and I like carbon
I think it's
fibre.
got every piece of carbon fibre on it.
Yeah.
Any piece that you can buy for an FN2 that is carbon fibre is on this car.
If anyone knows of any random carbon fibre bits that are uncommon, please let us know, because this car would have them.
Yeah, this car would have them for sure. Yes, but lovely as it is.
I particularly like this Dynodaze sticker down here.
Well, they can't see that.
I know. They might have thought it was stuck on the end of something else.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
They look down on it, yeah.
Yes, so didn't it do well?
Yeah, it did. We've seen this car quite a few times and mapped this vehicle. Customer wasn't truly happy with the power that it made before. I think we finished on about 221, I think, was the previous mapping session that we finished on.
Each car on their own merit, though.
But like you say, each car on their own merit. Got some good mods on this car, you know, 4-to-1 manifold, 3-inch exhaust, a good induction kit. It's got a
70mm Tegra exhaust.
70mm Tegra exhaust. It's also got the Skunk 2 Pro Series inlet on it, hasn't it? You know, got some really good mods on there. Customer was just a little bit disappointed with the power, wasn't truly happy. Sort of asked for the next stage and said, well, really, from where you are is cams. There's not really a lot else we can do. So customers took our advice, bought a set of drag cartel drop-in cams. We did those yesterday.
And we're up 15 brake, haven't we?
Yeah, we're up 15 brake horsepower, which, you know, for a set of cams is great. They sort of estimate 10, and we sort of made 15 overall. We finished on 235, which I think I'm really happy with. A lot of people I know on the internet would be disappointed and say, well, you know, if you had an EP3, that'd be running 260 brake. And in reality, you're right, it would be. You know what I mean? But FN2s just do not respond in the same way. We've never really got to the bottom of it. 100%. We're pretty convinced it's the exhaust design.
The exhaust is technically a square.
Yeah, it is.
It's got 90, 90, 90, 90. That's a square in my opinion.
Yeah. It basically, the exhaust, because the tank is in the middle of the car, the exhaust has to go round it. And you know, that exhaust design then puts a load of 90s in it, which ultimately creates restriction and obviously in turn I think loses power. Whereas the EP3, it sort of tapers off at a 45 and then it's a straight run out the back. Yeah, it's the only reason I can think to justify.
It's all about flow.
To differences in power. Now, obviously, again, they are different engines as well. People think that they're the same. We've had that many times, and they're not the same. They are completely different. The head design is different. The bottom end is completely different. Bottom end has a balance shaft, for example, in the oil pump. So there's many reasons why the FN2s may not make exactly the same power as an EP3. Unfortunately, they just
I still prefer them. Because I've got one.
Yeah, I think if you're doing a review of the two cars, I think if you wanted a track day car, an EP3 is where it's at. One, it will make more power, as we've just said, and two, it's independent rear suspension, it's more track day focused, it will always be a better car on track. But if you've got a car every day that you've got to drive to work, like Dan has, then I believe the FN2 myself as well is a better car.
I actually went from an EP3 to an FN2 though, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I can actually make a decision that I prefer my FN2 over my EP3. I miss my EP3, but the FN2, in my opinion, it's a nicer place to be, and aesthetically, I like the look of an FN2, and there are going to be lots of FN2 people out there that agree with me, and there'll be lots of EP3 owners out there that will disagree with me. But it's all personal choice. It's your car.
I think what I'm saying is when you're in a car, though, you don't look at the exterior of it. What I'm saying is if you're daily driving it, the FN2 is better because you've got things like cruise control. They all come with aircon, you know, and things like that. It's a nicer place to be as a daily vehicle.
I've got to say, one of the reasons that I bought my FN2 was because of the technology that's in there. Especially with the Ecutek
with the Ecutek software and the mapping. Again, you know, that's the modern or more modern version, isn't it? You know, having control over the maps on the steering wheel and things like that also adds a level of drivability to it.
Yeah, adjustable launch control when you're having a bit of a play. It's cool. You feel more connected to the FN2 in my opinion. But there you go. I've had both, and that's my review. But this is a stunning FN2 Civic.
Yeah, I don't think you would get a cleaner one. In fairness to it, it's certainly the cleanest one I've ever.
He's got his own YouTube channel that you've got to go and follow, which is Veasey FN2 Honda FN2, I think. Or we'll put a link to it. But it's a great channel, grassroots. Everything that he does to his car goes on there. He attends loads of meets, and the videos are great. So go and check that out. I think he's got about 1,000 subscribers now. So go and check that out. The link will be in the bottom below. The code word for this video is Barnsey. Yeah, I really like this car. So there you go. That's my review of this car.
Should we have a look at the graph?
Come on, let's have a look at the graph. Pachow!
There we go. Rich is calling me a clown because I made a noise as we transitioned from the car on the dyno to this graph. So there we go. It's doesn't that look absolutely amazing? And as you can see, we finish on 235 brake horsepower. So fantastic. What a car. Let's have another look at it. Check these wheels out, and that's an interesting colour. Oh, yes, big stoppers as well. Big stoppers. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, guys. Like and subscribe and all that jazz. And I'm sure we'll see Barnsey's car again for further mods in the future. And we'll see him on the next one, won't we, Rich?
Will indeed.
We will indeed.
Boy, and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.